Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Tiana and I'm back with another video. Today we will be talking about internal homophobia. As usual, before we get into the information, I would like to declare that this is a homophobic and transphobic free zone. That means if you are transphobic or homophobic, are extremely transphobic and extremely homophobic, because you can be and still want to hear what I have to say, but if it is going to lead you to comment below and be negative and toxic, I'm begging you, please don't. We don't need that type of negativity in our lives. I mean, we already have enough, and really would appreciate, you can stay and listen all you want, but please just don't be negative. Listen and leave, right? Or if you have to comment something, you may have a question, that's fine, but just no negativity, no, none of that. Also, we advise that children under the age of 18, we don't advise that you watch this video, because we don't want to be told that, oh, we're indoctrinating anyone, or we're trying to change or anyone, or to impose ourselves on anyone. That's not what we want to do. We are just human beings like everybody else that have a YouTube channel, and just I use this space like normal people. Alright, so back to the content. I'm not feeling so well today, guys. You can hear it in my voice. Alright, so internal homophobia, and the context that we want to look at it from is from a perspective of LGBT people. I mean, we already have enough homophobia outside of the community. Sorry guys, my ear has tickled. Right, so we already have enough homophobia from outside of the community, but we do have some type of homophobia and transphobia from within. Yes, so that means people from within the community have phobia against other persons. So we are aware of the acronym LGBTQIA 2+, but we're gonna stop at 8 for today, right? So it's LGBTQIA. So this topic was already on my list of things to discuss, because I realized that whenever I try to talk to persons about transgender people, because we are all aware that my partner is transgender, so yeah, sometimes people would inquire what this means and whatever. Sometimes I also sense a little bit of phobia towards trans persons from lesbians, gays, bisexuals, yeah. So that is why I had said that we needed to have this conversation. However, on my Facebook page yesterday, we were just playing random games and stuff, hashtag let's socialize, and I had the question, how do you identify LGBTQIA 2+? One person came under the post. Persons were there and they were stating how they identified. We had lesbians, gays, queer persons. Yes. One person, she identifies as a lesbian. She came under the post and she was just expressing herself the way she knew how. I mean, can't blame everybody for not having the information, yes? And so it propelled me to continue doing what I do and actually make this video. So basically she was saying that we seemed a little bit confused because we are taking over all the letters of the alphabet and all of that, where the straight people them say. Yes, and we call it straight people because you call we gay people. But what other persons say about we taking over all the alphabet and whatever. So I proceeded to explain to her that basically she was saying that we should just get one word and call everybody this one thing. So I was saying to her, but that's not fair, like, because each person, each letter in the acronym has an explanation and it has an identity attached to it. So how do you want us to just take one word and call everybody that? It is not so. I mean, persons generally call people homosexual people homosexuals, yes, because we know so the prefix homo means same, whatever. I was trying to explain to her that it cannot be, because each letter represents a different identity and it all has different meanings. So L stands for lesbians. I already know what that means. Women that are attracted to women. lesbians. Then you have G, gay, men that are attracted to men, gays. You have bisexuals. These are men and women who are attracted to both men and women. So at any given time, them can have one boyfriend, or them can have a girlfriend, or them can have both, depending on their arrangement and agreements. Then you have the T, which is for transgender people. So transgender is denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their birth sex. And I read that directly from my source because I don't want to give you what I think. I want to tell you what is out there, what you can Google for yourself and find. So somebody whose gender identity, how them see themselves, does not line up with the sex that they were assigned at birth. So Tony was assigned female at birth, but he identifies as a man. This is what makes him transgender, right? I can use another example. Rashika, big up yourself, girl. Rashika was assigned male at birth. However, she identifies as a female. That is what makes her transgender. To be a trans man and trans woman is not the only transgender people out there, and a lot of persons tend to forget or they don't know. So you have persons that are gender non-conforming, gender fluid, and gender non-binary. Yeah, so all of these persons fall under the transgender umbrella. Yes, and I will make another video regarding the assumptions of trans people, and then we can go into that a little bit. Where are we? T, Q. Q is queer. So let me read again. So denoting or relating to a sexual or gender identity that does not correspond to established ideas of sexuality and gender, especially heterosexual norms. So society tells us that one man for one woman, or man to woman, yes? For somebody who identifies as queer, they might not necessarily fall into that category. So it can be used as a blanket, or for me, I identify as queer because I'm attracted to women, but I'm also attracted to men, obviously. But I'm dating a trans man right now, and so I can't necessarily identify as a lesbian right now because I'm not dating a woman. And I don't really want to say I'm bisexual because I wouldn't necessarily date a cis man. So because I can't bother the whole explanation, yeah, and I don't want to mislead anybody, I just say queer. When I say queer now, somebody might say, so you know what that means, and then I will go on now to explain that because I'm not dating a woman, I cannot say that I'm a lesbian, and because I'm not dating I'm not in a heteronormative relationship, I cannot say I'm straight. I don't really necessarily want to say I'm bisexual because I might not be interested in a cisgendered man. So queer. I, intersex. Intersex people are individuals born with any of several variations of sex characteristics, including chromosomes, gonads, sex organs, or genitals that, according to the UN Office of the High Commissioner of Human Rights, do not fit in the typical definitions of a male and female body. So back in the day, they used to use the word, oh my god, it slipped me. Oh my god, it slipped me, guys. But we don't use that word anymore. Probably that's why we can't even remember it. Right? So we don't use that word anymore. Some persons that are born with two sex organs, yeah, you would call them intersex. However, but the literature is also telling you that if it is that the chromosomes, gonads, and sex hormones, can remember, them say women have more estrogen than testosterone, men have more testosterone than estrogen. What if you were assigned female at birth, but you have a lot of testosterone? You're a cis woman in there. You don't think that you're transgender, but you have a lot of testosterone as a cis woman. Don't you think that that person could be considered intersex? Yay! So to my friend on Facebook, big up yourself, I'm not calling name. I went back looking for the post this morning and it was deleted. So I'm hoping that, you know, some light was shone and she realized it is unfair to just want to classify everybody as one, because truth and in fact we're all diverse. All of us are not one, because each letter, as I said, has a different meaning. Now we're at asexual. Asexual means without sexual feelings or association. So a person who has no sexual feelings or desires at all is considered to be asexual. I know so none of you have actually the asexual because all I want to have sex and stuff. But yeah, so somebody who, say you might have a friend where them does not like them not have no sexual urges for nobody. Whether it want be man, woman or the dogs, they just don't have any sexual desires at all. That person is considered asexual. I was reading something and the question was posed, can an asexual person fall in love? Yes. Remember, well, in one of my previous videos, I talked about romantic attraction and sexual attraction, right? And remember that asexual means you don't have any sexual feeling or association, but you can have romantic feelings and association. You can fall in love with a person based on romance and not necessarily because you want to have sex with them. Yeah, that would still make it asexual. So, I hope I would have shone some light in terms of what the meaning of each letter. So we cannot all be considered lesbians because we're not all lesbians. We cannot all be considered gays because we're not all gays. We cannot all be considered transgender because we're not all transgender. So the point of the matter is that LGBTQIA is necessary to differentiate all of us. However, we all fall under the same umbrella. Now, when we talk about internal homophobia, is when one of these letters don't like or cannot stand or cannot understand the other letter. A lesbian can't understand a trans person. A gay guy can't understand an intersex person or whatever the case. And I have had several situations where people are just not getting it, right? You tell somebody that somebody is transgender and they still use the wrong pronouns. I know it is kind of hard to grasp in the first instance because it has happened to me. I've misgendered persons, but not deliberately. Like, you remember that this person is transgender, and before you even refer to them, you think, alright, so this person is transgender. They were assigned female at birth and now they identify as a man. So therefore, we cannot say she. It's as simple as that. So now you have to make a deliberate effort to not misgender the people. It's not nice. You understand? And I know that we're all not going to agree, but I think it's rather hypocritical for us to want heterosexual persons to understand us as lesbians and gays and bisexuals and transgender people or whatever, but we can't understand each other. I think it's hypocritical. It is. You understand me? Then I've lost a friend. I'm always like a forever talk about it because it hurt me. It hurt me. I did not want to lose my friend over something like that. But I just could not talk to that person after they made such a public statement. And then when I tried to, intervene, like, why would you say something like that knowing that my partner is transgender? You're going to tell me, say you talk to your friend already? Say you totally disrespect my partner and then you disrespect me as your friend. So I'm going to need you as my friend then. What had happened was she made a post. I don't know what triggered the post, but she made a post and she was basically saying in the post that she loved her vagina and she would never want to change herself. I don't remember if she was the same one saying this, but I've seen a comment where lesbians are saying that, oh, why would we want to change how God make we, and why would we want guys God made the people them transgender. Who make them? Who else have the authority to make anybody? And then you have persons who talk about demon and this and that. So from your 4-year-old, when you start feel like the opposite sex a demon you have, when you're 6 and you are assigned female at birth but you feel so much like a boy, that's a demon. And I think we just really need to do some research, because before me meet my partner, I never really did any in-depth research. Even though I'm still doing in-depth research, I just learn as I go along, really and truly. I just learn as I go along. So anything that, if I need to speak on anything regarding a trans person, I don't necessarily want to do it because I don't have all the information. I have not done the extensive research, and that is why I have to read off a paper for telling you the meaning of these things, because I don't want to give what my editor tell me for telling you. I want you to know that this information is not me making it up. I got it from sources. You understand? Now back to the transphobic persons. Now guys, listen. We can't understand everything. Yeah? Because straight people can't understand why we gay, why we lesbian, why we this, why we that. Yeah? So maybe it is kind of difficult for you to understand why somebody's transgender, but what you can do is educate yourself as to what it all means and so on, because it don't nice for you disrespect people. You disrespect people because you don't understand. Isn't that cute? Yeah. And this video is really to bring awareness to the fact that some of us are internally homophobic. We don't like each other, and it don't make no sense, because we are here trying to see if people can just give us a break to live our lives, and we can't see that same, we can't extend that same courtesy to somebody from our own community. Like, it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So guys, I'm imploring you all today to just take some time to think about this long acronym, as you guys call it, LGBTQIA 2+. Yeah, that's the acronym. Just do some research, guys, because it don't make no sense. You can't be a lesbian and you can't stand gay people. You can't be gay and can't stand bisexuals. I used to be, can I say, biphobic? I never used to like it. I say, why them bisexual girl no go about them business? Why is it that they must get all of the man them, all of the woman them? You come into a room with men and women and you have all options. With a lesbian, you come in and you just want one side of the room with the woman them there. You come in as a gay person, you just want one side of the room with the man them there. But as a bisexual person, you come in the room and you can't get anybody from either side. I used to think they're greedy and disgusting. But then I learned, until I think when I really took a check on myself, is when I too was bisexual. Like, me did like man, I think. Because I also made a post when I said I don't know if it is that I channel my mind to think that I like men or whatever. But the point is, I no longer see bisexuals as greedy or as people who want everything out of life, because we all, somebody's calling me and I'm not taking that call. We all fall under the same umbrella, guys. Yeah, we fall under the same umbrella. And like I said, I just want to leave with you guys, find out what LGBTQIA mean, and see if we can be more knitted and stop being so transphobic. And let me not just say transphobic alone. Let's just stop being internally homophobic. We need to understand each other and just all try to get along, so that the straight people them see we as united and not divided. You understand? So, Tony wanted me to say something. What do you want me to say again? Yeah, he wanted to say you can also talk about the persons in the community that say if their children come out to them as LGBTQ, that they would react in a bad way. Guys are hypocritical, because if you are LGBTQ and you're a pitney, tell you say them LGBTQ, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is hypocritical if you say that you are going to disown them and whatever, then somebody should have disowned you. It does not make no sense. So check up on yourself before on a wreck up on yourself. Yeah, he had 2 points and I think I touched them all. So that is the end of our little conversation for today. You don't know how I go. Every day a video is posted on another topic. Should in case you have a topic that you want me to touch on, to give you my views, because remember, I'm not a professional at anything. I'm not an advocate for anything. I'm just me. I do want something when normal people do, because I'm normal. You understand? But if there's something that you do want to hear my views on, you can always shoot me a message on IG, Tiana Wins, TIANAWINZ or Z. Or you can shoot me a message on Facebook, Tiana Tony Rebel Laws. You can send me a messenger and I will see what I can do. Until next time, guys, remember, put away transphobia, put away internal homophobia, and try to understand your brothers and your sisters. Yes, please remember as well to like, share, and subscribe. Share within the community, guys. Don't send it all over the place, because we're not trying to attract homophobic persons. We are just trying to be ourselves and just live. You understand? So comment down below, share with your LGBT friends and family, and also comment, like. Yeah. So until next time, guys, I'm out, not feeling so good, so we'll talk again.